Hello everyone, it's Linda from Filming Studio. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm carrying on with my 52 tag challenge, which, as you know, I started back in June and I was going to do weekly, but you know, life got in the way. So at the moment I'm doing 2 at a time to try and catch up. So we're doing tags 7 and 8, and I'm going to have a go at a couple of window tags. I've not done this before. I mean, that's kind of the idea of it being a challenge. So let's see if it works. So for the first one, and I've got Christmas. I've just had some Christmas stuff out on the desk, so I'm going to work with that. So to begin with, I've got one of these business size window envelopes. So this one isn't an old one, it's a new one. You know, and in the UK, it's the one where if you have A4 paper, you fold it into 3. So for the American ladies, I'm sure you've got an equivalent, but this is just over 8.5 and just over 4.25. So let's say I've already sealed it up, and I'm going to cut it down to my usual starting size of 3 by 6, but I'm going to cut 6 off the bottom first for a reason. Haha, we have a pocket. Yep. So I'm keeping that, and then I'm going to cut this down to 3. And, well, it's a small belly band, isn't it? Or it could be a hidden paper clip or something. So, you know, could be kept, but I'm not going to today. Right, and then the other thing I want to do, I'm just going to take a tiny slither off of here just so I can open it easily. Right, that should be everything that we need the cutter for. So I'll pop it out of the way. All right, so now I have got that. And this is the image that I want to use inside. So I just need to cut him down kind of a wee bit so that he fits. So we'll just go carefully. Actually, it occurs, do I want to do him like, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's almost perfect like that. Okay, good. And I'll hang on to that bit. We might be able to use it. So yeah, I think he's fine like that. So I think I'm just going to stick him straight in. Why not? I'm just wondering whether I can also hang on to that bit at the bottom that says wishing you a Merry Christmas. See how big this is for. So I'm going to do that. I want to get his boots in. Have a look and see how much. If I take off wishing you a Merry Christmas, I think I'll get away with it. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take off our Merry Christmas and leave the wishing you bit. Hopefully, I haven't amputated too much from that. Well, that's fine. Perfect, so we'll hang on to that. I've got a few little labelly bits in there, so I'll shove those there. Right, okay, good. Let's stick him in then before I change my mind. I'm going to hang on to that like that. That's theoretically to keep the back of the tag clean. And I will glue on here. Yes, I was doing some Christmassy bits and pieces earlier, so I just thought, you know what, I've got these here, let's use them up. Right, now I want to get his boots in, I want to get that in. Yeah, that'll do. Where's my smoother gone? Oh, here we are. Got my tag ring there, so I'll put that out of the way. Right, smoother. So he's in. So let's just glue this together, and then we can go on from there. I think a little bit of wet glue is probably the answer here, and I'm going to just go round the window, and then I'll go round the edge of the envelope itself. But I think if you go around the window, it won't be quite so bulgy. That's my theory. So around here. So I'm using Tombow at the moment, but you can use whatever glue you are comfortable with. I'm going to just pop a little strip down there as well. Let's just be extra secure. That can go away. I don't think I need that again. Good. All right, so let's close it up. Aha! Okay, we have a framed Santa. Progress of sorts. I'm just going to trim that a bit. It's rough and I don't like it. No, I'll wait till the end because there'll be trimming to do at the end. Okay, right, let's find some bits and pieces of little bits to collage with. Keep a decent pieces out the way for they can go be used later, but I think we can probably manage with all of this stuff. And let's have a little play and see what we think. A little too bright, possibly. It's nice though. I mean, it is bright, but it's also exceedingly jolly, isn't it? I mean, it's possible this is probably way too much, but maybe a bit of that at the top. Quite like that there. Oh yeah, okay. You can see I'm being a little bit cautious here. Oh, found a couple more labels there. Okay. Obviously left over from another project, and there's a Christmas stamp. Right, where were we? I've got these as well, which might be give our eyes a bit of a rest, possibly. From these are all actually left over pieces from last year's my December daily from last year, and the kit is Watercolour Christmas from Artie Mays. It was absolutely stunning. So I'll link Andrea down below. So that's Andrea Allen at Artie Mays, just in case anybody particularly would like to go and get the kit. Oh. Okay. So what I intend to do with this is just take my tear ruler to it now. Just take a wee bit off. I always do this the wrong way round. I can't think it through. I need to, yeah, that's the bit I want. I always end up trying to tear off the little bit instead of trying to tear off the big bit, which is really silly, isn't it? That's obviously a spatial awareness thing, but I also find it harder to... it's because it's left and right-handed. That's the problem. See, I can't do that. I can't do that with my left hand. All right, fortunately, I have another piece, so we'll start again. Okay. That's why I can't do it. You know, they're usable. They're usable bits, just not quite where I want them. I don't think. Let's just see. Maybe no. I'm going to cover him up. Nope. So let's try again, and let's take about there. That's better. It's moving about on this mat. Okay. Don't think that's worth keeping. Right. So we could put some of that there. Just trim that. And we'll go like that and like that. And I think I'm going to just commit and stick it, more or less stick it down. Yeah, let's just commit to this one. Get it down. So, well, what can I tell you about today in the weather report? It's horribly dark. I've got all the lights on. It's wet. It's miserable. It's not cold. It's not cold at all. Just, you know, just that horrible sort of dark, dank day. But, you know, typical October weather for you know, these parts. Right, that's that. I'm going to just trim it because otherwise I'll not know where I'm at, as it were. Okay, that's that. Get rid. So we're kind of, I think we could go with a jolly piece here, a really jolly piece. If I went with that, we could cover that up. So let's find something else that's a little bit less in your face for top and bottom. She said, going for that. I don't like that. I'm wondering whether to just kind of cut this in half. Do you know, I like that. To my utter surprise, but I can't put it the other way around because there's writing on it, so it would be upside down. I've still got that. Ah, what about that? That's kind of cool. So I'll just tear the tiniest wee bit off of it. Okay. So if that went in there, tuck that under there. I'm liking that very much. Yeah, I am liking this. So of course I'm hopefully making life easy on myself by using pieces that are all from the same kit apart from the main image. Hold on. That might be better because it's not quite as, yeah, not quite as busy as that bit. Let's use this. You know, I chat away. I'm really not sure if I'm talking to myself or to you, but oh dear. Thinking out loud is what I like to call it. So I think if I tear it about there, hopefully, yeah, hopefully I'll have a less busy bit to go up the side there. Pretty, but less busy. Okay, let's see now. So here's my bottom bit. Let's just cut that to roughly the right size. I like these red lines going down here. They're kind of cool. And then, right, now that's what I thought. That is busy, but the other bit, oh, where is it? Just the other bit. That, I think, works better because there's some busyness to it, but not too much. And actually, if I anchor that flower down there, now we're getting somewhere. Yes. Right, there. And something else for the top. What do we got? What else have we got for the top? Well, I had this, didn't I? Which I suppose... Must admit, I quite like that bit of writing there. So if I tear the tiniest sliver off top, just before I do that, bear with, I'm just wondering whether we ought to just maybe give our eyes a rest a bit. with a bit of music, say. Yeah, maybe that. And I think what I'm going to do is just peel that back for a second, if I can. Right, let's take a little bit off here. You know, I am just going to tear it again, and the reason I'm going to do that is it's got a horrible white edge to it, and I haven't distressed anything else, so it would be better if I kind of got away with I do like this bit of music, you see. No, that's just too busy, but that would be all right. Okay, so the next bit to go down, I think, is going to be this. Oh, I will just trim it a bit. Isn't it marvellous? The moment I say, I think I've got everything I need from my trimmer. We don't need the trimmer again. We need it. It's still too big. Probably would have been a good idea to measure it, wouldn't it? That's better. Okay, going to go with that. Going to go with that. All right, so let's start sticking this down. So I want to get it under there. I mean, this envelope started off very flimsy actually, but because of the amount of collaging that's going on top, it's going to be absolutely fine. Nice and strong. Let's just trim that a bit off. We'll see where we're at. I'm desperately trying to find something that I can put on my desk to trim bits in, but you know, nothing huge, so it's not going to be sort of in the way of the camera. But I desperately need something because, yeah, the mess I'm making is crazy. Rachel's got a lovely basket. I ought to see if I could find something of, you know, like that. Now, that's what we were going to do with that, wasn't it? So we're going to go down there with that. And then this is my bottom piece. I want to go under there with that. Over and under, over and under. I'm probably overthinking this way too much as usual, but that's fine. Stick some more glue under there. Trim that. You're probably wondering why I'm not leaving it to the end, but it's basically, if I have too much stuff overlapping, then it kind of, you know, it puts my eye out. So I do need to just trim it as I go, more or less. Okay, and what have I got left? My bottom bit, which I was going to you know, I don't actually mind that not overlapping anywhere. I think I quite like it not overlapping, so let's do that. That's fine. All right. Now, while I've got this, I think the next job is to put a backing on it. So I had to I had to put a piece aside, hadn't I? Bigger pieces. Where did I put those? I had them in my hand a moment ago. Ah, here we go. Right. Stay down. Let's pop that on the back. Why not? do it like this. I'm so messy with this Pritt stick. I get it everywhere. Even when I've got the glue book out, I just seem to make a terrible mess. Okay, pop that there. Line it up. Okay. Where is the smoother downer? Ooh, lost it. Come on. That was not my best idea, piling all the papers up this side, because I can't see anything now. Here it is. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've got the main tag. We've got. I think I'm just going to have to cut along the bottom there because it's just a bit. That's us. Not quite straight, but what I'll do, I will probably just put it on the big guillotine once I turn the camera off and be sure it's straight. All right, so let's do some corners. Let's make sure that's straight. It's always a good idea. There must be glue on the other side of this. Ah. All right. And a hole. Let's get my hole because I need to find a really good 1/4 inch hole punch. I've got a good 1/8 of an inch one, but this one kills me. Right. I just find it easier to put these on now because, again, it just, as I say, allows me to kind of work out where possibly other bits are going to go. Well, now, I'm actually looking at this and thinking, I think he's too big. I actually think I want to maybe cut it off about there, but let's just have a look at some bits and pieces for see, I quite like that, but I'm thinking really, let's put, this says Winter Wonderland. I've also got Christmas tree. Oh, mind you, I've also got the bit. I was going to try and use that, wasn't I? No. I know what to do with it. Just put that on the bottom there. Waste not, want not. Just decorate the back with that. I should have probably, if I am going to end up chopping a bit off the bottom, I'll regret doing that. Never mind. Right, what else have we got? As we were, I like that, and I think, oh, look, I've got a bit of holly. Haha. I don't want to do anything that's going to completely, to cover Santa up too much. That's not bad. Right, let's do the holly, that, and then find some sort of word. And that will probably do it. So I'm going to put that. Holly about there. That's going about. That's all right. That can go on there. Okay, and just something here. Let me just try this. I think it might be too much, but we won't know until we try, will we? Just trim it in a bit closer. No, that's too big. It's taking away. All right. I've got Winter Wonderland. I think maybe Winter Wonderland will do us. It will. I'm just going to cut it really close in. Like that. And let's do it. About so, I think. Well, that's okay. I think that's okay. I mean, I could mess about and look and see, you know, do I want to put anything else in the top here? But no, I think, I mean, my purpose was simple. It was to try and make a window tag from an envelope, a window envelope. So I think that works quite well. We will distress it though, of course we will. Let's give it a distress. Always makes the difference, doesn't it? And I expect I'll seal it just to be sure. Yep. I am very happy with that. So I definitely see more of these little window tags in my future. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And I'll be back with tag number 8 in a minute. So I'm back to do tag 8, but just before I do that, let me show you, I did just add that little stamp as an extra piece into number 7, and I'm pretty sure I've got another piece of that holly, so I think that'll probably go there, and then I'll definitely be calling it done. Right, so the next, my next idea, and I'm not, you know, saying by any means it is an original idea, but I want to make a window tag, a completely see-through window. So let me just show you. This is my image, and it's come from this. This is Stamperia, and it's collectibles. This is the Amazonia pad, but they've started doing these now. They're 6 by 12, and they're full of images, but very cunningly, the images are double-sided, so they're great for those who want to make like pop-up cards and things, or, you know. But also, of course, if you've got an image that you want to use, say you want to do that, but actually, how often do we find an image you go, I wish it was the other way around? Well, you can do that, so it's absolutely brilliant for that. So I've got to say, I mean, I ordered this with a bit of trepidation. I wasn't quite sure what I was getting. I'm really pleased with it, and I've got a couple more now. So now I just thought I'd show you that just in case you're interested. Right, so what I've done, I've got a piece of a double-sided scrapbook paper. This was it, and I think you'll agree it's pretty busy. But I thought the colours were perfect. It was feathers, and I hoped that by the time I took out the let's put it on there. By the time I took out my die cut, it would be all right. So I have just used this and run it through the Big Shot, and now I've got a nice hole, and I've got 2 little bits extra to use. Okay, and these are lovely ones actually. These are Stampin' Up ones, but they've got this lovely stitched edge, so that kind of makes it just that little more decorative. Right, so I've got that, and then I've now got 2 pieces of acetate, and the other thing I thought I had but can't put my hand on is some red tape. So just, oh, here it is. Great. Okay, so I want to put some acetate in, but I want to put 2 pieces in. So I've already cut it. It's just ordinary office, you know, overhead projector stuff. And what I like about it is it came sandwiched with this paper, so it does help you not to put fingerprints all over it. So hopefully it is pretty much the right size. Okay, because I've cut that down ever so fractionally from my usual size, so I will just chop a wee bit off of that, and presumably I'll need to do the same again with this one, if I can find it. Oh, that's what I was trying to avoid, getting fingerprints and glue on them. Okay. Right. Get rid of that. I'm going to just put that back in there safely because I'll lose it otherwise. And what I want to do is put red tape round the edge of my frame, both sides. So let's try that. So I've just got this really narrow red tape. I think it'll be fine. I got one of those sort of bargain bundles of red tape, and they're all different sizes in it. You know, my go-to size is the kind of 1/2 inch one, and I kind of was like, what use is that? But in fact, I've actually found having these different widths, and particularly these odd widths, to be very helpful. So there you are. Everything comes in the end, doesn't it? I want to use my fussy cut scissors. So I think I'll do the red tape round each. Oops. Well, too late now. What I'll do is just fill a bit more in there because I want my frame to sit tight against the acetate. So that should be all right. Okay. It would have been easier for you to see, wouldn't it, if I'd had a plain paper on the inside, but never mind, you're getting the idea, I'm sure. And as I say, it may not work. It may just not work. Oopsie. Bet I've been out of frame. Sorry, I had it sort of close into myself. Right. Okay. Pop that out the way temporarily, but I think I might be going to use it again. Bone folder. Let's just give this a good rub down. All right. So that's the top, that's the bottom. That doesn't matter for now. I'm going to put the first piece of acetate on the back here. Red tape catcher. Let's do that. Whoa. I think I could possibly have done with a slightly heavier weight of scrapbook paper, but never mind. Right, so I've got one of those and I'm just going to plonk it on. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to do the same on the other side. Yeah. So I'm really kind of once again winging it. I'm winging it. It's one of those hope for the best days, prepare for the worst. No, let's be optimistic. It'll be fine, won't it? So that's the rubbish paper from behind there. So where is my other bit of acetate? Here. Let's stick it on. Okay, so I've now got a problem. What's the matter? Why won't it close? Okay, I've got a little bit too much acetate there. That'll teach me. I should have measured it rather than eyeballed it, shouldn't I? But never mind. It'll come up because it's only glued in against the... I know what the problem is. All right, that one's too close. I'll just give that a little bit of a trim up. Ooh. That's going to be all right. So, that's okay. That's good. Yeah, it's fine. It was just that little bit needed to come off. Lovely. Okay. Now, that's my red tape catch. I was trying, hopefully, to keep the acetate clean. Right. Next job is to put my parrot in. Now, obviously, if I was doing this with a background and only one piece of window sheet, then I could just glue the parrot on. But I can't because the glue will show either side. So my idea is to decide where the parrot's going and then just kind of hold him down with a bit of tape. So as I say, it may or may not work, but let's just do that. Kind of think that's about right. Yeah, I can definitely see. I can see that we could be in trouble here, ladies. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oopsie. Hold on. I've just got a little white bit of parrot there that I don't like, so I'm just going to trim him up. Okay. So if I were to put him here, it's about right. And then I thought what I'd do, kind of, I know, I was going to do that, you see. And I thought that would anger him out the way of yes. Now, if I thought this through, haha, what if I just move him ever so slightly. I think I'm going to risk this. I think, hopefully, by the time I've stuck that down, he's got nowhere to go, has he? So let's do it. Let's just do it. And I don't think I want to risk the glue stick. So I think I'm going to go around here. And I'm pretty sure that the acetate is going to be all right. So okay. I honestly think I'm still awfully tempted just to kind of move him over a fraction there and put a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of tape on. Don't know whether I'll get away with that or not. And that would just give him another anchor point, wouldn't it? So what have I learned from that? Hold on, I'm just going to... I think what I've learned from that is possibly to leave a bit extra, if I can, would go out the image, outside the image, but I don't know. I think I'm going to risk it. It's such a small bit. I don't think you'll see it. Right, let's close it and hope for the best. Oh, idiot. Right. Yeah, I can see that little bit of tape there. Never mind. We'll find a disguise for it. So, I mean, I think I think the premise is nearly there. So let's just, that needs a bit of a trim at the top actually, it's not quite straight. Oof. Just a tiny bit off at the top. Oh, yep. Okay, and then let's cut my tag corners in, and then I'll be happy. Let's see where I'm going from there. I think this is definitely something that I'll, you know, we'll have to revisit and think about. But the premise is not bad. Right. Okay. So you can just see that tiny bit of tiny bit there. So really, what I want to do, if I thought about this, let's just see if there's anything really useful in here that I can use. You know, I don't want to use a lot of this up because, well, because I'm feeling mean about it. I could put a little flower in. There's a little flower there that we could use. In fact, I think that's probably going to be about the best thing. There's some feathers, but I'm not sure. I could use some. No, let's have a look at the flowers. Let's see if we can't use the flowers. Some of these little flowers. Whoa. It's all coming to bits now. Just look and see if there's anything else that makes me feel. I think if I put a couple of little flowers in, it will just. I've got to cover that up with something. So let's put some flowers in. Sorry, I need to just fussy cut them. I think if we have this one. I don't know about you, but you know, this is a beautiful pad, and you know, and I've probably been stroking it. You know, it's not a new purchase. I've been stroking it for months. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, oh, it's too good to use. Oh no, it's too nice to use, and it's ridiculous. And then we end up with all this stuff sitting on our, you know, or in our craft rooms unused. It's crazy. So you know. I'm going to start going, if that's the perfect thing to use, I'm going to use it. And then later on, if I go to use something and it's already been used, well, then I'll just have to come up with an alternative, won't I? That would be all right, but it's a bit kind of sad on its own, isn't it? Okay, let's put another one. I actually wish I'd left the blue border, so I'm going to do that. And actually, my brain is now going, ooh, something from the botanist sticker book. What do you think? Maybe. As I say, I mean, I hadn't really thought much past how I was going to get the parrot in, make the window, and go from there. But I mean, you could obviously just take a complete image, but with this book there wasn't a complete image to take, so do you know, that's starting to look all right. I actually feel I don't like the way that I'm going to have to put a few more bits in. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'll shut up and let Mr. Mac will cut it while I just cut out a few more bits. It seems sensible. Right, sorry about that, but I'm back now. I've cut out several more flowers from the Stamperia book, so if I decide to overlap them, it's not going to matter. So I've got this, you probably can't see it, but I've got this tiny piece of double-sided tape there that I don't like, and I don't like the fact that I've got that branch just kind of ending in mid-air. So I need to do something about it. And I've got a label. I want to put that on first, actually, because then I'm going to stick the flowers over the top. So So as I say, this was very much an experiment. I think I've got away with it. I think we might have got away with it, but certainly it's been a learning curve, and that's okay. That's all okay. I can really see the value in these double-sided bits and pieces now for something like this, because it is going to get me out of trouble, I hope. So I've got that one there. Now I think the big flower is going to end up around about there. And then I have to cover up this little bit of red tape here. So I need to put a flower there. And it really is just a question of, I'm still swithering with the best way to do that. And I don't know if it's that. Just to cover up, again, as I say, to cover up that, the end of that twig branch that he's sitting on. No, I'm not sure. I think it's going to have to go like that. Ah, I know what I'm going to do. Right, okay. Let's get that one on. Now, I'm going to change glue, and I'm also going to pull out my fine tip glue pen, because I'm going to need that in a minute. In fact, I'm going to do that first. Where the branch ends here on the acetate, I just want to... Oh. All right, that's got stuck. Oh, that's okay. Literally just put a dab of glue in the middle there and line it up, hopefully on the end of the branch, so you'll not see the glue. That's my theory. Okay, that sorts out. I thought it sorted out that problem, but I forgot that I'd need one on the back as well. Okay, well, we can deal with that in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to put the big flower down there. I'm going to put this one here and another one of those there. Right, sorry, I'm just going to want one more, I think. Don't know if I've got any more of the really... No, there's no tiddly ones left. Ooh. Right, okay. Let's put that on there, because I've got to cover that up whatever happens. And I think... Yeah, I can now see some traps, some real traps here, doing it like this, because again, yeah, I've still got to cover up the back here, haven't I? Ah. All right, let's put this here, and let's be very careful not to glue anywhere where I might it might show. Right, I think, and you know, I think maybe this wasn't one of my better ideas, but you know, until you try these things, you just don't know. So there should be no glue behind that. That's fine. Okay, good. So what I'm thinking is to put another one of these in here. I wish I'd put a smaller one there. I wonder. I'm just going to attempt to put that there. Okay. And that gives me room for another one of these in here. And really, I need to put something on the... See, I need to put something on the back, don't I? Of that, and something there. But do you know what? I'm not going to worry about it, because I think, you know, otherwise we will be here forever while I tiddle around. So Do I want that there or that there? That there. It's not, definitely not my best, but first attempt and all that, so I think we can, cut me some slack. Right, I think what we need to do with this now, may desperately get this back together. Okay, is pop a reinforcer on it if I can find one. Yeah, and there, and let's distress around the edge. But you know, this is going to go on my tag ring, and it will be something that I will remember, that didn't quite work, and how I would improve it. And already I think the thing is, actually, see, I wanted to kind of just have the parrot hanging in the window, as it were, but if I had done it with you know, a bigger piece that was double-sided, I couldn't actually find one that was kind of square, you know what I'm trying to say, but it would fill the window. So yeah, okay, well, I'm going to call it done. It's not perfect, and it's certainly not perfect on the back as such, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, that is tag number 8, and yeah, I mean, I do like it. It's pretty. It just needs refinement. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So thank you all very, very much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.